and today we're going to look at REN. R-E-N. Never heard of him. I just came across this on YouTube, and I thought, it has 41 million views. Let's see what's behind this.
We are actually going to be reacting to the song Hi Ren by Ren. I've never heard of them. I've never listened to them, so this is completely blind.
Before we get into it, I want to say that I already tried reacting to this song a couple weeks ago, and I was in such a terrible shit mood that I basically shit on him.
I say we just go ahead and get into this because I'm really intrigued with the amount of people that have been commenting about this, plus just everything in general. It's got nothing but good reviews, so I'm interested. So let's just get into it.
Yeah, so it almost looks like he has an acoustic guitar too.
Yeah,
so is he going to be rapping and acousticking? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see. All right.
I then found out that this guy suffers from that he's dealing with Lyme disease, and he's been dealing with all these health problems and whatnot. And then I found myself relating to the guy because I also suffer from tons of health problems, including mental disorders.
I don't know what to expect going in. I've stayed away from any comments. I've stayed away from any kind of any like talking about it or reading anything about it. It's only just been recommended. Like, I've seen all the recommendations for it, so I'm like, okay, let's just do it.
And when I found this stuff out about him, I'm like, man, did I just shit on me, basically? Like another version of me? And I'm always mad that other people won't give me a chance, that there's many people in this world that won't give me a chance. But now I'm going to turn around and not give this guy more of a shot.
Many people have been sending me the link to this song by Ren. And I finally listened to it, and I've listened to it many times. And so I'm going to record a reaction video, not my first time, but because every time I listen to it, it hits me so fucking hard. So I want to listen to it and share my thoughts. So
I've never heard Ren before, so it is a bit of a first time listen for me for this artist, but this song has been highly requested over the past, gosh, 2 weeks. So here we go.
Ready, Wendy? I'm ready. Let's do it. All right.
Let's go.
Okay. He's being wheeled in.
Oh. He's got like a pig's head.
Well, this is an interesting start.
And it's a butcher.
Hi, Ren. It's like a movie.
Wasn't expecting this. Nice playing.
I love the setup.
He's got some chops. I'm sorry?
Okay.
Was not expecting that.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place, and my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me. So why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. No. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
I'm so tense right now.
I got the perfect genre for this.
He's such a good musician.
Back to the original riff.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
Sorry.
Shit. wasn't expecting all that. God damn, bro.
Whoa.
Oh, he did unplug, so this was live, right?
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims, and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier.
Preach, man.
It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Whoa.
Okay. And down the rabbit hole I go.
I was not expecting that. Especially with the upbeat. I'm really trying to keep it together.
I don't know, like I don't think I've ever been blindsided so much by something as far as a sound and like an approach. Like this was the most different thing I've ever heard. Yeah.
Damn. That's the first thing I can think to say.
He just emotionally kicked my ass, but I'm not upset about it.
This fucking thing's absolutely blown my mind. Completely blew my mind. Firstly, I've never heard anything like that before as a singer. It was more of a production. Ren, that was absolutely phenomenal. It was phenomenal. It was heartbreaking.
I'm speechless. But I'm definitely going to say something. This was unusual is not the right word. Extraordinary, out of this world, from a different dimension, highly inspired. I love that he did this at the end, that he talked about it. And I read just a little bit, a glimpse about his story. And yes, it is the inner warfare that we go through. Some more, some less. But what he had to battle, you know, when your physical and your mental is in question and you're starting to question everything you are and everything you know, it can result in this internal and external battle that you just get in the middle of. You're involved in the one hand, and on the other hand, you're not involved. But what he does here musically, I'm pretty sure he just did he didn't record this in the studio. It was just like, he just did it.
I'm speechless. And someone with ADHD, that's very, very rare. I understood every single word from beginning to end, and it just relates to everybody, surely. We've all got that voice that says we're not good enough, that we can't do something. But we also have that voice that really pushes us to go somewhere and do something. But this monologue that he's created at the end, I mean, is this a true story? If this is a true story, I mean, first and foremost, his life must be so tough. But look what he's doing, producing this art And that's all I can say is art. I mean, I've listened to, you know, a lot of music in the past. Yeah, okay, the same bands over and over again. But none have come close to this level of storytelling.
When it comes down to it, like I've said, we all have our stories. We all have our struggles. But always remember, though, even though somebody may seem to have it worse than you do, or if anybody tells you that, it does not lessen your struggles. As I said before, as somebody that has depression, has anxiety, there are many obstacles to get through, but it doesn't lessen your value. It doesn't lessen who you are as a person.
Love what he said at the end about it being a dance.
Yeah.
And that the more rigid your steps, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
Because when you are rigid about it, when you have this real black and white kind of thinking about what's happening to you, you want to just battle against what you view as bad. It's like it's bad and it's good, instead of it just being a reality that you live in. And so for me, I can say that when he's singing those things, it's just so, I just understand it so deeply what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It broke my heart too. There's so much to unpack. I feel like I could just talk about it forever.
A pendulum's going from darkness to light, and the lighter it is, the darker the shadow. Like, who thinks of that? Like, that's incredible.
People that are like him, like you said, like artists, that's all they have to work with is themselves. Like, yeah, this was very, very different, very bold, very in your face. This had a lot of different things that like different boxes that it checked for me for some reason, because stuff like this is hit and miss for me. This really hit.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't get any bigger. It didn't have a beat drop or anything, but I was okay with that. I was more focused on him, and then the fact of when he was showing off his guitar skills a little bit, like that's what sucked you in. So like you kind of had like a couple different layers to him. So dude, well done, man. This was well done.
What's your genre?
I want to hear yours first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dude, it's going to be a genre you've never even heard of.
Okay.
All right. Sympathetic, bipolar, anti-suicidal, positive, hip-hop, folk.
Okay, I got something similar. I had to write it down because it's so...
You had to write the genre down?
Yes. All right, I came up with operatic, theatrical...
Oh, theatrical. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Operatic, theatrical, schizophrenic, emo, folk rap.
It's crazy how me and you got
very similar.
Very similar. That is crazy. Definitely schizo.
Well, this was insanely good. The chord structure doesn't resolve, which to me perfectly symbols that he is and we are in some way unfinished. Instead, he goes on with this touching outro speech that I believe many of us can relate to. And that part was very important, not only because of its message, but because this song was so intensive and eventful. So the outro part allowed at least my heart rate to go down a little as he opened up the meaning of this song. Yeah.
And then at the end, when he's got nothing, no music, nothing at all, and he's looking at the camera, it feels so intimate that when he says, remembering that we're human, it creates an essence of connection there that makes you not feel alone, which I was not prepared for. And perhaps there are things that obviously I've extrapolated in my head because we all have different ways of engaging with this sort of content. We've all had different experiences. So many of us, as I've learned from being in contact with my own community, particularly the post-lost reaction, so many people struggle with these things. And they're different battles, they're different demons, they're different voices, and sometimes we have hope show up and sometimes we don't. and understanding that an element of that dance is what makes us human is just, it almost counters that feeling of aloneness that you have when you're battling that first voice, or you feel like you've been completely suppressed by that first voice and you have no other options but to get rid of it the only way that you know how. And so the only way that seems like an option in that moment, which of course is very extreme, and why that line bothered me so much when he said, I am you, you are me, we are we, and you like can't kill me unless you kill you, basically. Like, that is such a hard and extreme road to take, but sometimes it feels like that's the only truth that there is when you're overwhelmed. And so feeling that level of connection at the end of the video it was unexpected, but I'm so glad that he finished it out like that, because even though there is struggle, and even though he's not saying it's resolved and everything is fine and everything is perfect and I've beaten it, even though that's not the story that he's telling here, you don't feel alone by the end of it.
And really, a lot of the times it's just the side of you who is your worst critic and is just trying to... It's hard to put into words. I don't have to. He did it beautifully. I really felt so much of what he was saying at such a deep level. And for him to put this out for us to see, like, him to be this vulnerable in a song, I don't really have words. It's amazing.
Ooh. What a gift to have the opportunity to experience the human experience so hard and so deep. Thank you, Ren. Sincerely, thank you. Not sure if I've ever been hit by a song quite so hard, so thank you.